Alrighty, yo, what up you guys, MxgicIQ here, and today we're talking about Carx Street and how it's now finally gonna be on console, guys. Well, kinda. So it's only coming to Xbox, and technically there's no release date. There's just a pre-order June 4th, and yeah, I mean, like, that's cool, but we're a little behind, you know, when we were supposed to get it. Like 2 quarters, like we've already said multiple times, probably nearing 3 quarters at this point, but at least it's going to be on the store for you to spend money on. So you can't play it yet, but it's going to be on the store, and I think it will include Sunset Speedway. At least I'd hope. Imagine if it's still separate DLC. I think it should be base game for people purchasing it at this point on console, but we'll see. Hopefully they get some more expansions in soon, man, because I really did think this was a good expansion for the game. But let me know what you guys think, man. We're probably going to do a couple laps around Sunset Ring, and then we're going to go ahead and probably just end the video there. I miss this game a lot, I'm not going to lie. I think it just kind of died out due to, obviously, we played the living crap out of it with a lack of content, and then when the content came out, like Sunset Speedway, it was paid. So that's unfortunate as far as the map goes. Now, paying for cars, I get that, but I always think the map should have been free. Probably would have helped a lot more people stick around on this game. So let's go ahead and switch into a track car and go ahead and get some laps in here. Today we're just going to be doing some laps in our good old 911 GT3 RS here. We got some good carbon accents, man. I really miss this game. I do. Like, this looks so good. It's not the best in the world, but it is definitely pretty cool. Another open world game right now that I think is killing it, but honestly is falling a little short with some of the content and promises that are being made, is JDM Driftmaster. Now, I will say I think that game had a real good chance at killing this game, but no, multiplayer is very difficult to compete with a game that has multiplayer. So yeah, as far as that goes, probably not going to see that game overtake this one once this releases to console especially, but I do like both the games. I have a review coming out for JDM Driftmaster coming out soon, where I dive a lot more in depth. I just wanted to finish the story and the complete build of the game, and also play through some of the end game content as well before I made a review on it, which a lot of other content creators I don't think did. They kind of just jumped to the review and then glazed the game too early and then moved on from there. Like, my first impressions, I was very impressed with that game, but I've definitely come to see where the game is definitely lacking. While I do still like that game, I think it's lacking in a few areas that even this game covers a lot better. For example, the grip racing here. So it's definitely something to be excited about. The grip racing in this game does feel very, very good, and I think once this comes to console, it's going to be that Need for Speed alternative that you guys have been waiting for, especially since we're not going to be getting Need for Speed for quite some time. We're not going to be getting Need for Speed for like probably 2 or 3 more years at this point. Battlefield releasing rather soon means they might start development on that new Need for Speed again. That is if Battlefield decides to release this year, with the delay of GTA 6 making that a possibility now. Which is pretty cool. We still got GTA 6 a year away. Me personally, I'm not disappointed in that. I'm actually kind of happy that that game got delayed, because that now, I guess, more studios won't be scared to drop their games. They'll actually drop them, and we might get Forza Horizon 6, yeah. So we'll see what happens then. Dude, I miss doing laps around this place. I really do. Remember, we'd have full streams of 30 to 40 people, 16-player lobbies, just ripping the ring, man. It was so fun. This is such a well-made track, too. They did such a good job with this. I really hope they plan to do more expansions. I mean, this was really, really neat. I think their new whole system with the prototype parts is just a big L, in my opinion. I think they should have 100% just give ultimate tuning capabilities to all the ultimate parts currently in the game, but I know they need to figure out some way to juice playtime at this point, because people just don't want to play the game anymore. And now if you have to grind parts 24/7, well, I guess you kind of are forced to play the game, aren't you? Because once you get the parts for one car, you still have to go and get them for all the other cars. Like, for example, the angle kit I got on the E30, I couldn't go ahead and throw that on you know, my S13 if I wanted to, because I'd have to earn it again, which is all luck of the draw, and the percentages are very low. And you also have to, it's not great, especially when the most important parts are for drifting. Like, you can argue you can get the same power numbers without the prototype parts on these racing cars, right? Now, there are some extremes that people go to for time trials that you probably can't achieve without the prototype parts, but I don't know. It's too much to get into at this point. At least driver skill is more of a factor in those than anything. And when I do comps, if I do comps on this game, the only prototype part I'll probably allow is the angle kit, but I have no way to monitor that again. So, but I mean, all in all, good news. It is coming to console. We do have DRO2 also releasing this year in early access, which is kind of a weird like toss up there. I think if they would have released Carx Street back in December, it would be in a much better spot by now. And it still does beg the question, when will PlayStation drop at this point? Because they answered questions in the comments saying, no, it doesn't mean we're not doing PlayStation, it just means it'll come at a later date. What's that later date? Because later date in Carx terms means maybe in 25 years, maybe in 10 years, maybe in 5 years. You never know with Carx. But yeah, we're going to finish up this lap, and I'm probably just going to cut the video there, man. There's really not much else to talk about. I just really wanted to hop on, honestly, do a couple laps. Probably going to cruise a little bit more after I record this video, because I really do think this is a beautiful game, and it is a ton of fun to play, and I wish more people played it, but the game does get hate bombed, and I mean, it's not like it's not for good reasoning. It's not like they kind of didn't fumble the bag multiple times. I mean, there were so many cool mods on this game at one point, and then now they're finally supporting them, but you know, the whole community for that's kind of gone. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see where it goes in the near future. I'd like to see a comeback, a resurgence for this game. The lobbies actually seem kind of, well, decently populated, which I didn't expect to see. If you guys take a look right here, they have this new lobby system, which JDM Driftmaster desperately needs, but they have some pretty packed lobbies. You see, we got 4 almost full lobbies on this game, which isn't bad. One being EUS, a couple being EU. We got some FD lobbies, some Midnight Tokyo things, some Toge lobbies, which is pretty cool. So, and once you host a lobby, it just stays up here, which is pretty nice. So you can make a lobby and then it'll just stay up, and people can race in it and what have you. But very cool lobby feature, and server browser integrated very nicely. I think this game did the UI and everything very nice. So luckily, when it does eventually drop to console, it'll probably be like a second release for this game. As when you look at the Steam charts and stuff for Carx Drift Racing, same thing kind of happened. It springed up a lot around console release and died a little bit beforehand too. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully PlayStation's somewhere near around the corner. Let me know what you guys think about this whole announcement here. I'm still excited because I do love the game. And the only thing is just going to be the modded cars on PC. They said they were going to try and get rid of them, but I mean, I don't think they need to. But the problem is, like, for events, it's just going to be a little bit like unfair with the amount of power you can achieve with a modded car. So I will say maybe they do just need to get rid of them or delete them and turn them into apples if they don't have swaps. Or not apples, but you know when they turned all the Lambos into Honda Civics or something like that, and they said it was like orange pumpkins or something like that. I don't know what made me say apples, but you know what I mean, bro. If they just turned all the cars that were modded into, you know, Honda Civics, I wouldn't even mind. Even though I got a few pretty cool ones that I use for strictly drifting, I would understand for the integrity of the game overall. I really would, believe it or not. So, yep, let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. It's MxgicIQ. Hope you guys enjoyed this little yapping lap. And yeah, Carx Street coming to console sometime soon, hopefully. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace.